What's up, guys? It is Dinger Tuesday. We're going to go over a few MLB picks, try to give you guys a couple winners, parlay. First, we'll look at what happened yesterday. The Diamondbacks got the win. They came back for us, got the win. The Padres couldn't. Bases loaded twice, bottom of the eighth, bottom of the ninth. Had 4 runs. They couldn't get another run. Manny Machado comes up, bottom of the ninth, 1 out, bases loaded. After the pitcher just gave up 2 walks, and he swings at the first pitch that wasn't even in the zone very well, and he hits into a double play and ends the game. Padres lose 5-4. Would have cashed us a lot of extra stuff. Would have cashed the 257 parlay, the team total over. Would have been all right. Brewers had chances to win. They screwed it too, but still profitable, but not what I want to see, obviously. Let's get into it, though. Don't want to waste you guys' time. We got a couple games. All right, going to game 1 of the Nationals-White Sox. Was rained out yesterday, so there's a doubleheader here. I'm going Nationals money line in this game. Trevor Williams has been solid. Chris Flexen on the other side, not my favorite pitcher to back. He has a pretty low strikeout rate. He doesn't even induce a lot of ground balls. High fly ball rate versus a team that can hit righties pretty well. I got to go with the Nationals in game 1 on the money line. All right, going to this Rays-Red Sox game. I was on the Rays yesterday. They have owned this matchup. They won 8 of the last 10 meetings. Nick Pivetta, last outing, he gave up 3 home runs to the Braves, only had 1 strikeout in 4 innings. Savale's been kind of susceptible to giving up home run balls, too. We're seeing some of the best hitting conditions we've seen all season at Fenway Park so far. Wind is blowing out, 13-ish miles an hour, 70-degree temperatures, so actually don't mind this one. I was leaning to the over, but it keeps moving. I was going to take it at 8.5, but I think the Rays can potentially get this game done. I don't blame you if you guys want to take this one out, but the Rays at plus money, as long as they're plus money, even money, at least even money, I'm going to take the Rays here. I think we could see some runs from both sides, but the Rays bullpen has been better lately. The Red Sox are kind of somewhat struggling right now, so the Rays are starting to look a little bit like themselves, but the Red Sox are only hitting 187 recently versus right-handed pitching. So I think the Rays have a little bit of an advantage here. Savale, not my favorite pitcher, but I think they do enough to get the win here. All right, going back to this one. It cashed for us yesterday, so I'm going back to it. You got Blanco going against J.P. Sears. Sears, his last outing, gave up 2 home runs. His second start before that, he gave up 3 home runs, so he can definitely give up a home run ball. The Astros obviously can hit them the whole top of their lineup. They're batting .347 versus left-handed pitching over the last 5 games. 294 overall at home versus lefties, averaging over 6 runs per 9 innings versus left-handed pitchers. Blanco, he's started to give up some home runs now. Those last four straight starts, he's given up home runs, but he's been able to get wins in most of them due to the Astros offense somewhat backing him up. So, I mean, I trust the Astros to get it done here again. I know it's pretty square, but I think Blanco's does enough. I also kind of like Kyle Tucker to hit a home run today. Bregman hit 2 yesterday. Bregman, maybe he's starting to get hot finally. But so maybe sprinkle Bregman too, but I like Kyle Tucker. He's got good numbers versus lefties. 5 home runs this season. He's all right. He can hit lefties and righties, so I don't mind this one. All right, going to Anaheim where the Cardinals and the Angels host this game. Game 2 here. You got Sonny Gray going. He's coming off his worst start, his last outing where he gave up 3 home runs to the Brewers in Milwaukee. Reed Detmers, he's been susceptible to giving up home runs too. The thing for me here is I'm just going with this game to start slow. Both teams hitting about 180 versus opposing pitchers over the last 5 games. Cardinals hitting 190 versus lefties. Angels hitting 180 versus righties over their most recent games. I think this game could start slower. Yesterday, we've seen it start slow and then it opened up, especially once those bullpens came in. We've seen basically all the runs come from the 7th inning on. Pretty much. The Cardinals were trailing 4-0, and then they came back in 110-5. So obviously this Angels bullpen's bad. The Cardinals bullpen better, but has some struggles too. But I'm just going with 6 quick outs, no run first inning. Let's get it done. Reed Detmers is 8-0 to the Nerfy this season, and I think Sonny Gray is 5-1 now after today. Yeah, 5-1. So both these pitchers can definitely hold the others to, no runs, and then both teams struggling to hit right now. So I like the chances here. Obviously, it's a bit juice for a reason, but I don't mind it. I think this game starts a little. All right, going to T-Mobile Arena where the Mariners host the Royals. The Mariners have now won 8 of the last 10 meetings between these two teams, including 7 straight, I believe. They have seen some higher scoring games. 9 of the last 10 have went over. Logan Gilbert is coming off his worst start of the season where he gave up 8 runs on 9 hits in 4 innings to the Minnesota Twins. Michael Wacha on the other side, he's been all right, but he can also struggle with giving up walks. He gave up 5 walks in 6 innings his last outing. Kansas City's kind of struggling to hit righties right now in a more pitcher-friendly ballpark in Seattle. They're hitting 165 right now over the last 5 games versus righties. Seattle's hitting about 235. So Seattle off a nice win yesterday. I'm blanking right now. Logan Gilbert, sorry, I don't know, I was blanking there for a second. Logan Gilbert, I think he bounces back after a rough start. 4 of his last 5 starts have been just over 6 innings, 0 runs, 2 runs, 0 runs, and 1 run earned. So strikeout numbers are pretty good. Obviously, Kansas City doesn't strike out a ton, but they still strike out enough. In a pitcher-friendly ballpark, I trust the Mariners bullpen a lot more too than this Royals bullpen. So give me the Mariners on the money line. All right, final game we're going to look at is Dodgers at the Giants. Dodgers got it done for us yesterday. Unfortunately, it didn't matter because the Padres suck. Keaton Winn going for the Giants. He's had 2 back-to-back starts that haven't been the greatest, giving up 12 earned runs in 4 1/3 innings with the home run given up. One of those was in Coors Field, I'm pretty sure, I think. No. And then the other one was – so one was against the Rockies in Coors Field, and then I'm pretty sure that was in Coors Field. Let me double-check. Yeah, it was. And then the other one was against the Phillies. So, I mean, Philly's obviously a better hitting team, but giving up 7 earned runs in 3 2/3 innings to the Rockies, definitely not what you want to see. Gavin Stone, his last 3 starts have been pretty solid. He's given up solo home runs in 3 straight starts, but other than that, he's limited damage. And some of those were in LA, which is more hitter friendly than it is obviously in San Francisco. The last, 5 meetings between these teams, the Dodgers have scored 5 runs or more. So I'm going Dodgers team total over 4.5. I think they can get 5 runs in this game. Couple at least off a win and a few off this bullpen at least. So if the Dodgers don't score 5 runs here, I'd be surprised. I'm also think the Dodgers win this game. So you could probably buy it down. You could go Dodgers team total over 3.5 and Dodgers money line. You should get even money on that or plus money. But I'm just going to go Dodgers team total over 4.5 here. All right, so here's a little recap of the plays here. We are going Nationals game 1 money line. Rays money line at plus money. I kind of lean to the over at 8.5 there. Don't love it as much at 9. Astros on the run line again. Hopefully they can do it for us again. Cardinals, Angels, no run first inning, just like yesterday. Want the quick 6 outs, and then they can do whatever they want after that. Mariners money line. Hoping they continue their dominance over the Royals, and the Dodgers to continue to score 5 runs or more. The parlay I was looking at was the Nationals first. These are basically all these plays put together. Dodgers, Mariners, Astros, Rays, Nationals game 1 money line. All those 5 put together. It's a full day sweat. Hoping the Nationals game goes, no issues there. I do trust Trevor Williams a lot more than Chris Flex and the Nationals a little bit more in that one. So hopefully that goes smoothly. Little 12 plus 12.55. Obviously, that's a long shot parlay of the day. Anyways, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, turn notifications on so when I do drop a video, you will get it. I'm going to give you guys right now. I did put in yesterday. I hit 2 out of 4 on the home run props. Today, this one is a little tough, but I'm going Gunnar Henderson to hit a home run. Mark Canha of the Detroit Tigers hit a home run. Tyler O'Neill, Red Sox. You could also look at Isaac Paredes on the other side for the Rays. Cody Bellinger of the Cubs. O'Neill Cruz of the Pirates. And Kyle Tucker of the Astros. 6 players that I'm looking at to hit home runs. If you haven't checked out the shorts video, it has a little breakdown. I only put like $1 on that, a couple bucks on home run props, especially when you parlay them. I usually round robin it by a couple. So, yeah. Anyways, that's just a little fun parlay, $1 to win 35K or something like that. So, anyways, once again, I'll show you the picks. This is the recap of the day, and whatever you guys are betting on, good luck. Like I said, these are my opinions. I don't love today as much. I liked yesterday a little bit. I'm kind of back and going a little bit slower today. Just hoping for a nice sweep, a clean, good day. Looks like hopefully starting it off with Phillies, Mets, Nerfy would be nice. Hopefully. Obviously, you guys missed that one. I'm sorry. This video came out late, but I was trying to get some information on stuff, so it took a little while. But either way, thanks, guys, if you did watch this one. I'll see you guys in the next video. I was looking at some other games. The Yankees Twins game did entice me a little bit. Carlos Rodon on the road, I don't love him as much, and the Twins can definitely hit lefties. So I was kind of looking at the Twins at +money, but that game to me is kind of a 50-50 game. You got 2 really good bullpens, 2 teams that can power hit. The wind is kind of blowing in. I don't know. I was kind of leaning to the over, but I feel like that's going to be a very public play. I could see this game being 4-2. So I don't know. It was a tough one for me. I was leaning to the Twins, and then that was kind of it. The Reds and the D-backs, I was also leaning to the over, but I seen it's on the move and it's very public, so I don't love it as much. We've seen this exact same pitching matchup, Hunter Green and Slade Cecconi, last week in Arizona. It was a 5-4 game, so it went exactly to 9. I was kind of leaning to the over due to these bullpens. Reds hit righties better, but it is Arizona, so you never know. Like, I don't know. It was a tough one for me. So, and then the Pirates Brewers, man, after yesterday, it's hard to go with the Brewers. I was kind of leaning to the over, but Priester can get pitched ground balls too. So that one's a tough one for me too. I'm hoping for O'Neal Cruz to hit a missile in that one. And then the Cubs Braves, another tough one. I think the Cubs could strike out a lot versus a lefty in Chris Sale. But Jameson Taillon's also been solid too. We've seen a really low-scoring game yesterday, 2-0. Pitchers duel throughout that game. I don't know. That's a hard one for me. I don't love the Cubs bullpen again, like I've said, but it is tough. Tough to find an angle on that one that makes sense. I was kind of leaning to the Cubs, but I don't love their offensive chances as much. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, that's just me ranting on about some thoughts about the last other few games. But as always, good luck. Bet responsibly. The Blue Jays Orioles, Kyle Bradish is a heavy ground ball pitcher. So I was kind of looking at the Orioles to bounce back after losing. The Jays can't seem to string usually wins together very often. Catch the Nerfy on the Phillies Mets. Cool. Sorry. That was just a notification from one of my apps about catching the Nerfy. But anyway, sorry about that, guys. The Orioles, I was kind of leaning to them in a bounce back spot here. I don't love the number, obviously, so trying to play it straight. You're not going to be profitable long term betting -160, -180 favorites. Like yesterday, if we would have bet some of those favorites that we had in the parlay, we would have got crushed instead of making a slight profit. So betting those straight, it would have been tough. But the Blue Jays have lost 9 straight as underdogs after a win. So far this season, once they win a game and they're underdogs the next game, they seem to not be able to win that next game, for whatever reason. So the Orioles, that was a tough loss for them yesterday. I was leaning on the Blue Jays. I did have the Blue Jays yesterday with the Rays, but I didn't give that out to you guys, so it does nobody any good. But that's just a trend I was looking at. Again, it's another tough game. I'm hoping for a Gunnar Henderson home run rate early in that game to kind of, that was the only play I was looking at, was Gunnar Henderson. And yeah, that's kind of all I got. Gunnar Henderson has 8 home runs versus right-handed pitching, including 2 in his career versus Chris Bassett. So I don't mind that look, but obviously betting home run props or long shots. Anyways, I'm just rambling right now about thoughts and stuff. Don't want to waste your guys' time. Obviously, this video is coming out super late, but I wanted to give you guys something, not just leave you hanging. So anyways, good luck. Thanks for watching. If you guys stayed and made it this far, I appreciate you as always. See you in the next video. Peace.